What song did you wake up in your head to this morning?
Mine was the same as yesterday.
Would you like to tell our audience?
No. The Gypsy Rose auto-tune where she goes, my man wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole.
I didn't know what it was, and Kelly had to show me, and now my life is richer because of it.
Yeah.
My favorite Gypsy Rose take recently is that she's speed running through life moments. She's
Just
gotten out of jail, divorce isn't even fully finalized yet, is now with a different man.
Yep.
Who she was with before.
Yep.
In prison. And is pregnant.
Yeah. And I saw a TikTok too where someone was saying that she shouldn't have publicly said she's pregnant because in the state where she lives now, because she's pregnant, they can't finalize. I was gonna say formalize the divorce, and because Ryan is her husband, he'll automatically be listed as the father on the birth certificate.
Even if they do DNA testing right now?
Maybe,
because they could do a paternal test.
They could.
Maybe.
No.
I don't. This is just what the TikTok said.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I didn't do any additional research because I really don't
care.
care.
I have follow-up questions.
I really don't care.
But so in order to get Ken's name on the birth certificate, they will have to do a paternity test.
Yeah.
After he's born.
But until that happens, even if it's not Ryan's baby, he'll still be like financially responsible and listed because
of the state
they're legally married. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
That's so dumb.
She's doing exactly what I said she would do when we did that first episode.
I know.
I was like, this girl needs therapy to not have her phone and to kind of be in a bubble for at least a year so that she can get some kind of education on how to adult because you've never even gotten a chance to have those skills taught to you, let alone try them on for size.
Yeah. And she said, I'm going to get money.
Money, fame, pregnant.
Yeah.
Yowza. Anyways, what was the song you woke up to in your head this morning?
I could just do yesterday's.
Yeah.
Which was an Alan Jackson song.
Oh. Mine was just a sound while you get that out.
Oh, what was it?
Fuck, Aaron! Which is from Love Island.
Oh, interesting.
It's Kaylor, the blonde, obnoxious one. She goes, fuck, to everything. And now her very religious mother has been out in the Facebooks making the messages. I'm so disappointed in you. Jesus would not want of you to be representing us this way. I can't believe that you chose this person who literally is the antithesis of what I want for you. Pages of Facebook comments and Facebook posts. Yucky.
Whoa.
Closer.
Wow. So fun.
So I have like a 90s. I love 90s country. I love anything like pre 9/11 country music. Hey, it's different. It's different. It's pre like weird American nationalism. Toby Keith.
With just like a Reagan spice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like the Dixie Chicks and Martina McBride and Faith Hill, and it's all, it's a great time. Tim McGraw, old Kenny Chesney, Alan Jackson.
Yeah. It was good times.
Anyways.
It was when we kind of liked our country.
Yeah, a little bit. And for some reason, this like summertime for me
is country
music. Yeah. That's how I was growing up too.
Yeah. And I don't know why, but it's like, I just want to be by a river
with a beer.
Yeah.
With a beer and a tube.
Floating
down. I've never been to the Salt River tubing ever. I have friends who go like every year, and it never sounds like a pleasant experience.
No. Anyone that I've known that's gone, because I've also never been, they just end up with insane sunburns.
Yeah.
Because it's impossible.
Because you're in direct sunlight the entire time.
Yeah, and it's impossible to reapply any type of sunscreen while you're on the water.
It would be me with an umbrella that dispenses sunscreen the entire time.
Just a misters with
like
sunscreen.
I was gonna say a fan
infused
with a fan. Oh, we love a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done the river too. I have done the lazy river at like a resort here in Phoenix.
Oh, that's a yes.
But that's different. My mom also loves those because she just walks them. She like does her cardio.
Yeah.
Every couple of hours, she like roasts in the sun.
Yeah.
Please stop doing that. And then she goes and walks the lazy river and does her little cardio sesh. I'm like, that's really smart.
Yeah.
Refreshing.
There's a group that does lazy river 5Ks.
Oh.
So they put the jets on full speed and you go backwards so that you have the like resistance from the jets. Cool. So you're not walking backwards, but you're walking the river in like the reverse direction.
Could you imagine walking a wet 5K backwards?
But the whole point is that it's great for people who have like joint issues, or if this is your first time getting into like running or doing long distance walking and anything like that. Like if you've had a knee replacement or hip issues or arthritis, it's lighter on your body because you're in the water.
I like that. You can also do the weighted ankle bracelet situation.
And so they do them all over, but I haven't found a group that does them in Arizona. But
me neither.
But it seems like a fun time. I saw it on TikTok.
We love a TikTok. Welcome to Blood and Contracts, episode 35. We're hoping you're having a lovely August. And yes, it's not cooling off yet, but boy, do we wish. Should we kick things off with a Jacques?
Sure.
Yay. We prepped some more in between the break.
Some chunky boys.
Yeah. Sorry. I write big. Loopy.
But I want one of the new ones.
Yeah, yeah. Some good ones. I do say so myself.
We shall see about that. About that, we shall see.
Oh, that's so long.
What's one... sorry, that was too much. What's one piece of technology from a science fiction movie or book you wish existed?
Ooh.
I have an answer straight off the bat.
Say it.
Say it.
The microwave from Spy Kids.
Absolutely. Yes. Instant McDonald's. Let's go.
Yes.
Where it literally looks like a Pop-Tart wrapper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or like a popcorn bag.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it would solve so many problems. World hunger. Done. Done.
Right.
But
shipping and handling.
Microwaves would cost $5 billion.
No. They've been able to make microwaves into air fryers or air fryers into microwaves now. Like,
yeah.
I feel like the technology is there. And I'm very disappointed in you scientists who have not figured that out yet.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the best part of that movie. In
Honestly.
my opinion, the little hideaway, that full scene. I remember watching because we used to watch that movie a lot.
I was really into Spy Kids.
I was too.
Yeah.
It was also one of those good generational movies where like younger kids liked it, older kids liked it, and parents. I hope you liked it.
The one with Buscemi.
Yes, but every time they would get to the hideout, my entire body would relax because I'm just like, oh, this place is so cool. We're safe. And
jetpacks, the cool gum.
Yes. And like all the little cubbies.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Thumbs.
Right. Similarly, in a newer show, Upload, which is an Amazon Prime show, they have, it's all like very futuristic, but they have it's like 3D printed food. And so if you're wealthier, like you can afford like a nicer cartridge of whatever.
Oh, that's funny.
So there's one scene in the latest season, I'm pretty sure it's in the latest season, where like a girl gets a promotion, and so she got like a nicer apartment, and she's having all of her family over for a really nice maybe Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
But she's printing a ham.
Stop.
And they're like, I think something's wrong. Like, it doesn't look right. She's like, don't open it. I got the slow cooked one. Yeah, slow roasted one. Like, just leave it. And they accidentally open it, and they're like, I couldn't smell anything. She's like, the scent gets sprayed on at the very end. And it's like kind of a pile of, it's liquid basically.
Pink
She's
mush.
like, it was coming out so juicy too. Like, so
I like it. I also love that both your thoughts were immediately food related. A survivor. We love it.
I like to cook, and I want to be better at cooking and everything, but I also want it to be so much easier.
I wish. Yeah. Or less, like more foolproof.
Yeah.
I don't want to make I keep learning the same mistakes. Basically, I just need to be better at being patient with stainless steel because that's all we cook with now. And you have to like wait until the heat has risen enough. You got to do the water test, watch the water droplets separate, and then it's ready. But before that, She not ready.
No.
Do you have one yet?
I have a few.
Oh, a few. Okay, 2.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I kept it.
No, you're okay. I want The Closet from Clueless.
Duh.
Never seen it.
According to Danielle from Summer House, she's made an app that's just like it.
Lies.
CEO and founder.
So many people have claimed to make the exact same thing.
Yeah, she's doing that.
Yeah. I want basically it's like she has an iPad or a computer, not an iPad. It's a computer, and she like has basically like a paper doll version of herself on it, and it will like flick through the items in her closet and make an outfit
that she's never worn before.
And then it like pulls it out.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a good one. What's the other one?
Basically any of the devices in Back to the Future 1.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, Back to the Future 2 technically is the hoverboard.
Yeah.
But what does he have? The
pizza maker.
Yeah, the pizza maker. Sorry, it is Back to the Future 2.
Yeah.
Because that's when they're actually
the future.
In the future. Yeah, the pizza maker, the thing that comes down.
The plant grower.
Yeah, the plant grower that comes down.
Which kind of exists now.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. What is funny is like they basically create FaceTime.
Yeah.
Or like Zoom in that.
Yep.
In that movie because he has the video call with his boss.
Yep. They already knew.
That's
a good one.
But yeah.
I also love that movie series.
Same.
It's a good one.
But yeah, no, I'd love an actual hoverboard.
Yeah. Or the Nikes.
Yeah.
Those are dope.
Yeah.
Mine is very dark. I love Minority Report. That's like one of my favorite futuristic movies. Tom Cruise.
Never seen it.
Never watched it.
Wow. I'm surprised you haven't seen it because I'm pretty sure Jansen likes it. But it's crime related. The government has created a system that can predict crime before it happens, murders before they happen, any kind of bad things happening. They can predict it with this new system. So there are new laws that say because you thought about doing this thing and you planned it out, you can get arrested before you even do the crime. There are definite like issues with the system.
Ethically.
Totally. But think about like, the main thing they use it for is like murderers.
Yeah.
Or violent crimes.
Yeah.
And
Sexual assault.
drug-related crimes. Yeah, exactly. So that you are not torturing people before that happens. But the darkness of the movie is that it's predicted by these like creepy alien people who they keep in like a tank in like a comatose state, and they're the truth tellers or the future tellers, and they pull all the information from this pod of people. It's very creepy. But the reason that the movie kind of explodes is because Tom Cruise's character is one of the police officers. Basically, he's like one of the best, and all of a sudden someone puts in a hack to the system and says he is going to commit this crime, and like infiltrates the system and puts in this footage of him potentially doing the crime. And then he's on the run because all the people that he's worked for are now against him and trying to find him and put him in jail. Do you have a question?
No, but the more you explain it, the more I feel like I maybe have seen it, but I'm
dark.
Still not 100%
It feels
positive.
like an impossible mission.
Oh. Yeah. It came out.
Not yet.
It came out definitely like
Around
after the first couple Mission Impossibles because he's younger.
2002 to be exact.
Wow, 2002. That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
22 years ago.
It's stuck in there.
Wow.
But yeah, I just liked it because I feel like something like that, if created by good people, would actually do a lot of good in our world. I don't know.
Yeah.
I liked it. Good jock, though.
Yeah.
I thought it would be so fun today to do a little update conversation. In episode 17, which I will link in the show notes for you if you'd like to go back, we talked about what politics look like in our childhoods and growing up, because we all have fairly similar political childhoods, i.e. coming from conservative backgrounds and Republican-leaning backgrounds. But today, so much has happened in the space of our political storytelling that I wanted to just kind of do an update of everything that's going on, kind of do like a heart reset of like, how are we feeling right now as we get closer and closer to the election? Because it felt so far away in episode 17. And now it is not so far away.
How appropriate. I just made a post on Facebook about this week.
Was it the same one that you put on Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked it. A few things that have happened since the 17th episode. The Supreme Court has made so many fun decisions that affect all of our lives. Chief among them being a Chevron decision being taken back. So now regulation of goods will go right into the trash can. Things like lead in our tampons will now become a new norm because those regulations won't be necessary and corporations won't want to pay for them. Basically, it means that if corporations want to do this for their consumers, they can, but they have to do it out of their own pockets, and no one is looking at them for regulations. The president now has full immunity to do whatever he wants, which is also known as a dictator. We had our first debate, if you want to call it that. It was a mess. Project 2025 has gotten a lot more eyeballs after Taraji P. Henson talked about it at the BET Awards, which I'm very grateful for. You should definitely do some Googling of Project 25 so that you are more aware of what the GOP has in store if that ever comes to fruition. There was a Trump assassination attempt that happened, a week ago? Less than a week ago? Mm-hmm. Personally, think it was extremely staged, but that's just me. The RNC is just finished up, and Trump chose his VP selection, which is J.D. Vance. Yay. And there is continuous Biden back and forth rumors of him dropping out. The only thing that he has fully said in just the last few days is that he will not be nominating Kamala Harris if he were to step down from the nomination, which I think is personally a very scary thing to say because I don't like her personally. I don't have a lot of confidence in her or her track record. But in terms of our options right now and having someone who's already been the face of the party or our government for the last 4 years, I have more confidence in her taking up that stance than someone brand new, because they are talking about Pete Buttigieg, whom I do love. They're talking about Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, who's all over the news. I'm also not a huge fan of him. And I just think it would be really scary at this point in our election cycle to nominate a whole new person.
Or Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, no. I don't need another actor in a political position.
Yeah.
Yikes. The DNC hasn't happened yet, but I'm sure that will pull in a whole other host of conversations. But let's take a little temperature of the room. How are we feeling right now? Just so happy and bubbly.
Yeah.
Just really looking forward to our future.
Yeah.
I honestly don't keep up with any of it.
Yeah.
I don't know who the people are, and so I feel like so much to take in to try to figure out who they are and figure out what all their
affiliations
stances are on everything. Yeah, that I just feels like too much. So I say,
it's a lot.
Yeah.
So much.
I feel that too of like it's so much that I just kind of go numb to it all.
Yeah.
Totally.
Especially with like local politics and stuff, which are very important, but are just always frustrating.
Absolutely. What do you want to talk more about the post that you made?
Yeah, no, I just I had posted on Facebook. It's easier if I just read it. It's short.
Okay.
Because I just got to the point where I was like, hey, this is where I'm at. I'm scared all of the time, especially as a lesbian and a woman in America. So as we head further into election season, here are my thoughts. I am afraid, tired, and sad. It is no longer a, quote, if you voted for Trump, that's okay, we can still be friends thing. It is a, hey, you're actively putting people in positions of power who want to rip rights away from me thing. I am a lesbian and a woman in America. I'm also deeply aware of the privileges I carry being a white person. If you're planning to vote red this November, please do us both a favor. Unfriend me, block me, do not consider me a friend. My community is fighting to stay alive. It is political. It is personal. And I just kind of got to the point, especially as someone in the queer community, that is like, we don't have the freedom to not be political.
Yes.
And we don't have like the privilege to not be political because our existence is political, unfortunately. And
in this country anyway.
In this country. And in a lot of countries, but very much so in North America.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I've just gotten to a point, like I had gotten to that kind of complacency aspect of it, and also the just like I'm so angry, and I'm so angry that there's nothing that I can actually do.
Yeah.
To make it not this.
Yeah, because even if I loved in 2020 or 2016 when all of us were just so shocked that he got elected, that the outcry was, okay, well then move. You said you would move if you became president. We'll move. I'm like, that's such a privilege to think that every one of us can just financially pick it up, have a working visa to go to anywhere we want to go to, and that country would be willing to take us in, because it's not like you can just move. No. You have to have so many permissions to do that thing, and it takes over 5 years to get to that point to be able to move. And yeah, it is a long-term goal for so many of us, James and I, absolutely. But it's not just something that we can pick up and do tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a little scary. But
in a slightly lighter side of it, some of the footage from the RNC
was comedy.
Wow. Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Just ripped his shirt off. And then underneath was a sparkly Trump shirt.
Sparkly.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a lot. And then also Amber Rose.
Oh yeah, that was,
she used to be with Kanye before Kim.
She's bald with like blonde.
She started the slut walk, which was like a really great thing. It was all about like taking that word back, making it like that women shouldn't be shamed for promiscuity or any
whatever
of these things.
Men do.
Yeah, doing the exact same thing that men do.
Yeah.
And now she's gone full.
It's money.
Yeah.
It's just whoever's paying her paycheck. Yeah. That's what it is for me. Yeah. I am disappointed in her because of her beginnings, but also she's Amber Rose. Like, this is not someone that I respect at all at this point after everything that she's done.
But she was in this insane like Trump rap video.
Yeah.
Oh.
And this guy, I saw him in downtown Phoenix. The rapper that's in that video.
Really?
When I was working in downtown, because they had downtown Phoenix hosted the oh god, what is it called? It's this right-wing like youth organization basically. Okay. But it's how they get like college students to become Republicans.
Yeah.
And they threw this like insane convention in downtown Phoenix last year when I was still working in downtown.
Yeah.
And I was like walking into my work, and he was like walking down the street towards the convention center. I was like,
interesting.
What's happening? I can't today. His MAGA hat was so big because he's a big dude. And so his hat was like the size of my head. Like just like Pharrell massive.
Oh my God.
The biggest red like neon MAGA hat I've ever seen.
Did you see what they were wearing at the RNC, by the way?
No.
Because of the attempted
assassination. Yeah, they're all wearing gauze on their ears.
I did see that. And then I've seen it with the sound from Mean Girls where it's like Regina George.
I didn't see that, but that's so good.
Camo and whatever. And so I wore
camo pants and flip-flops.
Yeah.
It's her cut the holes on the tank top covering the bra. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's a cult.
And it's so funny because these are the same people who are like, I'm not a sheep. I won't wear a mask.
Yeah.
But I'll put fake gauze on my
or paper. Here. They're literally folding because the first time they saw Trump's, it looks like a piece of paper. It doesn't look like gauze because gauze doesn't fold corners like that. It literally is paper. So everyone in the audience started folding their paper to be able to put a cap on their ear.
So dumb.
I'm just like, what are you on?
It reminds me of, oh God. No, my whole brain just I had it.
It might come back. Anyways. All this to say, we just wanted like a little retouch, association with what is happening in the world, because yeah, I think a lot of people are like, Kelly, I can't handle it. It's too much. There's too much information. And is that information accurate? We don't know. Yeah. I mean, the assassination attempt was a perfect example of like how information can get twisted so quickly, so fast by the media. And with the Microsoft implosion outage that happened a couple of days ago, yesterday.
Yeah.
All the people running to TikTok to consume news has like quadrupled in the last couple of months. Like no one is going to Twitter anymore. I mean, there are Twitter stans like Jansen. Jansen is a Twitter stan, but
I'm still on Twitter.
Yeah. Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not like, I don't post, but I still lurk.
Yeah. I'm a lurker. Yeah. I've only been getting my news from TikTok for like the last 2 or 3 years, and I feel like I've stayed pretty informed, but I am one of those media intakers where I'll watch like the full video at 2 times speed just to make sure that I am getting like the full kit of what they're trying to put out there and be informed. But it's still too much. I would call myself an informed person, but I know that I couldn't tell you anything that JD Vance stands for other than the fact that when Trump first ran, he was one of the Republicans screaming from the rooftops that this was an embarrassment to the Republican Party, that he should never become president, and would go on massive tirades about how embarrassing this was and how this was such a shame. And now he's his VP pick.
Interesting.
Crazy.
Who's the Republican from Texas who
Ted Cruz.
No, not Ted Cruz. The other one.
The other one.
Is it? I almost said Matt Rife.
No, nope.
That's a comedian.
And also not from Texas.
And not from Texas. His teeth might be. You never know.
What?
Anyways, no, he was the one who like smuggled a teenager over state lines.
Girl, I don't know. There's too many of those at this point.
I don't know, but he got some work done recently. Oh. The Trumpification of his face.
Ew.
He got like a brow lift, and they're like,
his son got a brow lift.
Yeah.
His eyebrows go like boomerangs across his face. They're like so intense now. He looks a little crazy.
Wait, which
Trump's son?
Oh, okay.
One of the middle one.
No.
Not the oldest. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, please vote. We talked about this in episode 17, and Halsey says it a lot too. Like, local elections are really where we do have the power. So if you are going to spend some time researching anything, it is that. Who our judges are, who our state secretary is, like all of those really affect your day-to-day life, because we're no longer a country of one. You're a country within your own state, and those are the elections that you can turn the tide on. So please
pay attention to local, especially our Arizona listeners. Paying attention to the local elections that are happening right now, and also with the judges. So what I do, because the amount of judges that can be on a ballot,
it's hundreds,
is so many, and it's overwhelming to be like, there are so many names. So literally when I sit down with my ballot, all I do is I just go one by one and Google them.
Yeah.
And I look up their election pages to see what they're saying about themselves. And I look up their most recent, because you can see how they've voted on local things. You can also see their
like judging history.
Their judging history, exactly.
Yeah.
It's almost, there's this one website, I can never remember the name of it, but it's basically like a Rate My Professor, but for judges.
If you remember it, can you send it to me? I'll put it in the show notes for everybody.
And so you can kind of look up what the public, like their county, thinks of them.
Yeah. Interesting. So, I like it.
Yeah.
Nice. There are more resources like that for sure. When 2016 was going on, someone in Washington made a very similar compare and contrast for judges, like a website that you could in your county have this whole list of like, okay, if you want this, here's their judging record and like who they are in a nutshell. And then if you want this, same thing, compare and contrast, you make the decision. And it was super helpful. Again, I think mail-in ballots is where that opportunity lies, because you have more time at home to like actually commit to that instead of standing in line. But that's also a privilege to do mail-in ballots. So if you don't necessarily have that and you have to go do a walk-up and vote, I think you're allowed to bring in a piece of paper and notes and stuff like that for your judging. So yay.
Nice.
Please register to vote. We'll put the link to register to vote.
Can you register to vote this late now?
You should be able to register to vote until... Yeah, I think you can still register.
See, things we should Google. Or Google it over there.
Election's not till November.
I know.
Voter registration deadlines, online registration deadline 29 days before the election.
There you go.
Register by mail deadline must be postmarked 29 days, and in person is also 29 days.
Perfect.
But
if you get a home ballot, make sure you mail that shit in.
Yeah. Way
before the cutoff.
Please.
Because of how long it takes to count ballots.
Yeah. Well, these days, in modern times, the call of an election takes a month.
Yeah.
I just always plan that I won't know who the president is until December because all of the stuff that we have to deal with technology and mail in and questioning votes and recounting votes, like I've only seen one election in my lifetime so far where I felt like it went smoothly.
Yeah, and that was Obama McCain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally. Because he conceded, thank God.
Yeah.
And 29 days is October 7th.
Thank you, Kelly.
So,
appreciate that.
Before October 7th.
Register.
Thank y'all. Here's your Jacques. If you could swap lives with one character from a TV show or movie for one day, who would it be and why? Why do I feel like you have someone in your head right now?
I don't know.
There's so many options.
For one day?
One day. Just to experience it.
I was like, do I get to take anything from it? Do I get to take some of the money?
It's our rules.
Yeah.
The money.
Can I wire myself of my actual body some money?
Why not?
Do you have someone?
Well, my first thought was Emily Gilmore.
That's so out of pocket.
I don't know why.
What?
I was like, I just want to go to a country club and like fit in.
Yeah.
Not the Daughters of the American Revolution group. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
The DAR.
The DAR.
Yikes.
Oof.
I mean, but she is iconic. But would you do it before hubby dies or after hubby dies?
Before.
Yeah, he's delightful.
Gotta have Richard there.
But he would be your husband.
Oh, never mind.
Exactly.
But if I'm Emily, I want that.
Yeah, that's true. I like that for you.
Yeah.
Emily Gilmore.
I just want to be a wasp for a second.
Or just to live in Stars Hollow for a day.
Yeah.
See how it feels. Although she lives outside, whatever.
Hartford.
Hartford.
Connecticut.
Yeah. Do you have one?
Not yet. Do you?
My first, because I've been rewatching Gossip Girl.
Oh, wow. The throwbacks today.
I know.
Yeah.
I feel like I would want to be Blair.
Yes.
So many good headbands.
Yeah.
Clothes.
Awesome wardrobe.
Yeah. Did
Nice
you know
house.
she was a blonde before the show?
Ew.
Dark
No,
hair
that's
is
her natural
definitely-
hair color is like a dark blonde.
Oh, that's weird.
Isn't that so weird?
Really?
I could not picture that.
I just watched like a whole I just watched a whole little TikTok about it.
Interesting.
Anyways.
That's a good
Dark hair suits her better.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
much. Same thing with like Emily
Blunt?
Stone.
Emma Stone.
Stone. She was a natural blonde.
Yeah, she's
got
not
turned into a redhead.
Yeah.
For most of her career, and she looks so much better as a redhead to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It fits her. That's a great one.
Yeah. Car
I-
service.
Ooh,
Sorry.
yeah. And just like private school. So, okay, what era of Blair then?
Well, right now they're still in school because I'm at the very beginning.
Yeah,
But I feel like I wouldn't want to have to be in school,
Yeah, no.
No.
even though they don't really go to class ever.
No.
Yeah.
What if you're like
But I feel like-
Princess Blair when she's engaged to what's his face?
I like Chuck too much.
I know, I love
Yeah.
Chuck.
So probably later.
Final season
Yeah.
Blair.
Final
Yeah.
season Blair. Perfect Blair.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm going to go on this trend of OGs. I would love to be Carrie for the day. Yeah. I'd love to feel so fabulous
Yeah.
In New York.
in New York with, okay.
We're all on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so
well,
funny.
that's where we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
We're all wealthy in the East Coast.
Yes. But I want to be Carrie end of the show finale. She's with Big. I literally just want to live the episode, one of the last episodes in Paris. He finds her. She's in this dress that's just magical.
Yeah.
And she has her vintage purse that she's always had in the entire show, and she realizes that the lining of the purse was ripped, and she's digging around in it because she can feel something, and she finds her carry necklace, and she lost her carry necklace like at the beginning of the season. She couldn't find it, and then she finds it, and then she finds Big within like that scene.
She finds herself.
Yeah, and she's writing for Vogue by the end of the show, so like duh. Yeah. She has their apartment that they built together, and it is stunning.
Mm-hmm.
And then he dies on a Peloton.
Shut up. That doesn't exist. Doesn't exist.
Sorry.
That's out of a canon.
For you.
For me. And a lot of people.
Yeah.
I refuse to watch.
Yeah.
And just like that. And I cannot believe it keeps getting new seasons because it is one of the most
keeps getting renewed.
Hated shows on TV
it's
right
the
now.
Spinoff. It's like them now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen like photos of them filming.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's terrible. It gets such a bad rap, but what can you do? Yeah. Good answers.
Yeah.
We also all chose TV shows.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I just noticed.
And not movies. Yeah.
I feel like movies are too hard.
Movies are too for a day?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Want to be
where the people
Zac
are.
Efron.
I want to be Zac Efron in High School Musical 3.
Very specific.
3?
Senior year. On the basketball court. One of them b-ball boys. Senior year.
Wow. We're
on this.
Your whole future ahead of you.
I don't even know the dance.
Yeah.
I don't either.
I do.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you have let's think of a movie one. I don't even know.
I don't know either. I feel like it'll take me too long to come up
Probably
with one.
something futuristic because then I can experience like what happens in year 3000. Yeah. Jonas Brothers. No?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I got you.
Okay, thanks. Hey, while we wait for our next Jacques to be chosen, little reminder. Book CLURB needs to be happening in your world. We're reading Ink, Blood, Sister, Scribe by Emma Tors. Is that Turs? We really need to figure out, is she like Norwegian? I don't even know. We will be doing book CLURB in episode 36, so please be prepared for that because it's very spoiler heavy, but we're really enjoying it. It's definitely... Sorry, dogs. It's definitely a longer book, but it's available on Spotify for Audible audio. It's on Audible as well. Libby.
I'm listening to it on Libby.
Nice. And I really like the narrator.
I do too. I like the voices she does. She's very good at it.
And she has good accents.
Yes.
Great accents.
Yeah.
I loved, what's the mom's name? I loved her. She's from Belgium, but I loved the accent that she chooses. Celeste?
Something like that.
It starts with a C.
It does start with a C.
We'll get to it that episode.
It's fine. But yeah, please be prepared for that. We'll do a little discussion and then we'll choose our book for September. The birthday book.
The Virgo book.
The Virgo book. Well, and Libra.
Should it have to be a book written by Virgo?
No.
No.
Maybe.
Sicily.
Yeah, I liked it. I also liked how she pronounced Maram because I was pronouncing it Maram. Or Maram when I was reading it. Yeah, highly recommend. So get that done.
And it's a single novel, it's standalone, which we love.
Which we will need to talk about once you finish.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That it doesn't feel like a standalone at the end? Okay.
Not at all. But what's our next jar of questions?
Well, you saw my reaction when I pulled it out of the jar. I was like, so excited. What's a conspiracy theory you wish you could prove or debunk? I have so many.
I know. I kind of do too.
Pick your favorite.
Was it an assassination attempt?
Oh, no.
I mean, I would like to solve that one right now because it would definitely affect the election, but it would need to be so... It would just... The research that would have to go into that.
Yeah. I want to know, did Bush do 9/11?
That's a conspiracy I just don't believe.
That's the second time I've talked about 9/11 today too.
Yeah.
So
top of mind.
Did JonBenet Ramsey's brother kill her?
I believe.
Or was it the father abusing her and then covering it up?
No, because he's currently funding a podcast to find more information and evidence. And there ain't no way.
The real perpetrators are the police officers in Colorado who destroyed the crime scene.
Yeah.
Before it could be fully... They
didn't even treat it like a crime scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, JonBenet would be good for you. That I feel like is
JonBenet, I would really love a final answer on what the heck happened there. Or that the little girl that just disappeared in the Mediterranean on vacation with her family.
Oh,
yeah,
pleasant. Okay, how about you, girl?
Any conspiracy theories?
Mine is the Denver airport.
Oh yeah.
Wait, I don't know this.
Please tell her all about it.
Okay,
I am sad.
Quick. I might not give you all the updates. I might be wrong about some things. This is all just top of my memory.
Don't sue us.
Allegedly, no one knows who paid for the, right?
Yeah, for the airport to be built.
For the airport to be built. When it was originally built, it's far from anything.
Still is.
Still is, but more is being built closer to it.
Sure.
There's multiple, so I'm just going to list them off randomly.
Please.
In front of the Denver airport, there is a blue Bronco statue.
Yes.
That killed its creator. It fell on him.
Yeah. The artist who created that big blue horse.
Yeah. Lucifer.
Because it's got big red eyes.
And it's terrifying.
It's scary looking. It fell on him and killed him before it was finished. And then another artist had to finish it. And then it was installed at the airport.
And then it was still installed.
Yep.
Yeah. There's more. There are murals, I'll have to pull up pictures for you, around the airport that are creepy.
Yep.
Children with guns, right?
There's so many weird ones. They're so
all
weird looking.
Children of the different cultures in this picture, but then there's guns, kind of people, I think in caskets maybe, it's dark. There's some weird statues around the airport itself. And apparently there are underground.
There's tunnels that go.
Big tunnel underground, whatever. There was some event that was at some type of event that was happening or going to happen potentially that maybe could have been close to end of the world-ish feeling. Yeah. And the president happened to be in Denver around the same time.
What? Like when the Mayan calendar ran out or something
like that. Like he was there.
What the hell?
There's more, I'm pretty sure, but there's one other thing that I can think of right now, but there is some plaques on the ground that have Illuminati.
Something like weird cryptic text.
And symbols.
Yeah.
Ew. I mean, not knowing how it was built and paid for alone.
And it cost
millions. Probably $1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is a weird airport.
And it's in the middle of nowhere.
I don't like that airport.
When we flew out of there for the wedding and also for your bridal shower, because that was the last time I was in Colorado, was the wedding.
Gotta go back.
I know, it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, I think, no, I went there. No. I think that might have been the last time I was in Denver too.
2017.
And I do love Colorado.
Yeah. Same.
We need to do a little exploratory trip up there.
Yeah.
As a group, as a gang. Fun. Take the pod on the road.
Anyways, but I knew already about the Denver airport stuff, and so I was on the lookout.
Hell yeah. That's crazy.
I've all the weird
never
art
heard of that.
And yeah.
Thank you for that.
Do you have a conspiracy theory you would like answers to?
I am really interested in the Mayans. Funny that we brought up the Mayan calendar, but I'm just very interested in their civilization, where they went, why they fell apart, how they made what they made at the time with the technology that they had. It's all just, there's way too many question marks. And I feel like we would learn so much about agriculture and science if we knew and could debunk their history. So that would be really dope. JFK, that's another one. Also one of those things like Minority Report. If Minority Report had been around JFK's time, we could have saved his life. That never would have happened.
I thought of another one.
What did you find?
I just left my brain. That's the second time
Goodbye.
this episode. Never mind.
Did you take your meds today?
Nope.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
I took my iron.
Good job. That's great. Yeah, I feel like a lot of murder ones would be interesting to solve. Murder. Very crime related today. I don't know why. But yeah, top of mind, the Trump assassination. That would be nice to debunk right away. Love a conspiracy, though.
Yeah. Mm. Or we could get Craig Conover's help to debunk and figure out if pandas are real or not. Who's to say?
Are you a fish? Be a fish.
Yeah.
I'm a fish. Oh, I love that man.
I'm lost.
He thinks that if you have hiccups, you need to believe that you are a fish and they will go away. So you need to say, I am a fish. I am a fish until you believe it and the hiccups are gone. But on TikTok, I learned if you squeeze your butt hole, the hiccups go away.
You clench?
If you clench when you have hiccups, they go away within a hiccup. And I've been doing it as an experiment and they go away after one hiccup. It's very strange. And you get a little butt squeeze.
Well, have a kegel.
We're all doing it right now, and I know it. Now do your kegels. Kegels. What are they called?
Kegels.
Who knows? Should we do another little quickie jacques?
Yeah.
I know that was our third one, but it might just be a little chit-chat sesh.
Yeah.
Why not?
Got it.
It's so close. So intimate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Little baby. Oh, that looks tiny.
Okay. This is not one from you. It's one from me.
Oh, good. Good, good, good.
Or you. I don't know.
Probably not.
Or you.
One of us. What's your favorite way to relax or unwind?
Oh, so many ways. But weed. We were sitting outside, well, the last couple of nights. And I don't know how, but maybe I'm just growing accustomed. My body's like, you do know you're going to have to move back to Phoenix eventually in the next year. So you might as well start now. But I think the smoker in me, the grandma in me, totally fine. My body like regulates to the heat and I can smoke and I'm so relaxed and so happy. I'm not like enjoying
It's that little bit of Kathy in you.
But Kathy and me, we are one outside on the patio.
For reference, our grandmother was a smoker who could smoke in any temperature.
Any temperature, anywhere.
Not anytime. In the car, though. She at least didn't do that.
She didn't like that because the upholstery. But, and she didn't, well, did they smoke inside?
No.
No, I think they smoked
on
on the patio.
She always smoked on her patio.
See, or the backyard patio. Yeah. And she basically died because of smoking. I don't smoke cigarettes. I have in the past, but not in a very long time. But I do smoke the weed. And that is my number one way to unwind. And James and I have just accepted it at this point. Like, it is we don't want to drink. I hate alcohol. I hate the way I feel on alcohol. I never feel bad with weed other than like some brain fog. But yeah, that and like my phone, and I just like brain rot for a little bit.
Oh, I forgot that from my happies and crappies last episode.
What?
I decided to be sober.
Oh yeah, that's right.
For at least this year. I decided 28, I'm going to be sober for the whole year.
And you're not doing California sober, you're doing full sober.
Full sober.
More power to you, girlfriend. Honestly, that would be it's a very smart decision for so many reasons, but also while you figure out your regulation with PCOS and like what your norm is, what your baseline is, that will be very helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kelly, how do you relax? What's your favorite ways?
Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
I like to also be able to kind of turn my brain off. So I'll like put on trash TV and color on my iPad or something like that. I like a good face mask or eye mask.
You just got a new one?
Yeah, I just got one a couple days ago that is like the gel beads. Yes. And you can either cool it or you can heat it up. But I like it to be cold. I don't really like hot on my eyes. But yeah, last night I put that on and it's like the perfect weight too. It's not too tight. It's not too loose.
Heavy.
Yeah, and so it just sinks in, and I was like, I'm just so comfortable right now.
So much so that?
So widows.
Yeah, you fell asleep.
A bug in a rug.
Yeah, and I fell asleep, so I might have missed a little bit of the chapter I was on, but I got the gist of where we're at. So
you're good.
Also a shower.
Yeah, you're a good
I
shower.
do
love a shower.
Bring it back to early days, but
That's like episode 1.
Yeah. I took a shower last night and I was like, I needed this so much. So I think that the combo of all of that last night.
I may have been thinking, do I have time to go home and shower between now and and the plans I have later?
Oh, funny.
Hey, I don't know what time it is.
I like to relax. My current setup.
Mm-hmm. She has it set up.
It's the hammock that is currently living in my living room. Because I like to elevate after work.
Yeah.
So put my little tootsies up.
It's such a mom thing to say.
It is. Absolutely.
It's our mother.
Little tootsies.
Mm-hmm. Got little tootsies up.
And Switch. Playing Mario Kart. Episode of Below Deck. Because I gotta have 2 screens.
Duh. Multi-screen girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Below Deck. Well, Mario Kart.
Love.
Hammock.
Yeah.
And a cat.
We're simple girls.
Yeah.
Leading a simple life.
Yeah.
Of pure joy and happiness.
We don't need a lot.
Never. But we do need you to like and subscribe.
What a segue.
If you are on YouTube, how do you relax? Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. Because I want to know.
Where to find me.
Oh, we all different songs.
Wait, which song were you singing?
The Tarzan song.
Yeah, that's where I went too.
I think that mine was Whitney Houston, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wanna know if you really love me. That right there is being a 90s kid in Arizona listening to 99.9 KEZ because they did all the soft rock and the hits from today.
Yesterday, today,
tomorrow.
Wow.
Or it was like 80s, 90s, and today.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And Beth and Bill in the morning.
Oh,
Delilah at night. Oh, I love Delilah. The other things that you can do.
But the Tarzan song.
Good.
I love Tarzan. Phil Collins.
I haven't seen that movie in a long, long time.
Maybe we need to pop that up.
Phil Collins went into that studio and said, I'm going to do this for them.
Who was I talking to about Kanye West has to pay Phil Collins $10,000 a day for the rest of his life.
What?
Because he sampled a Phil Collins song in one of his earlier albums, didn't pay for it, which Phil Collins is a very expensive artist to sample from, didn't pay for him, so he sued him and he said the only way that you will get out of this in a cheap way is if you pay me $10,000 a day for the rest of your life. Yeah, because if he hadn't
but also
done
Kanye's
that,
literally going bankrupt right now
because of things like because he's done this multiple times to other artists, but
he's being sued by so many people all the time, including his own ex-wife.
Wow, good. Yeah. So Phil Collins, he was interviewed about it recently, and he said, "Yeah, I've been able to put." All of my kids have gone to college because of Kanye. He literally could just sit back and just earn from Kanye and wouldn't have to do anything. But he's Phil Collins, so he has so much more.
Yeah. It's got more to give.
But yeah, that Tarzan soundtrack and then the remix with Backstreet Boys. Oh, no, NSYNC.
Yes.
Is it NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
I think it might be NSYNC actually.
Who do
We'll Google it.
Destroying the Camp remix?
I think it's in. I think it's NSYNC.
Yeah, I do think it's NSYNC.
They were cooler back then. Backstreet Boys were a little too soft. Other things you can do. You can comment on Spotify now, as I told you at the top of the hour. And you can also tell us how you relax in there. And you can comment on every episode now, which is really fun. We're also going to try very hard, but of course we need more subscribers to be able to post our videos, our YouTube videos onto Spotify instead or as well, so that you can watch us instead. And can you please maybe rate and review? That'd be nice. Appreciate. Anything else? Did I catch it all?
I think so.
Read the book.
Read the
Call
book.
your mom. Or don't.
Or don't. Some people are no contact and all that.
Yeah.
Your discretion.
Call somebody.
Sister by blood.
Halsey.
And sister by contract.
Kelly.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm your host, Bailey. You've been listening to or watching Blood and Contracts. We'll see you on the next one. Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.